Hey guys, it's Olivia and I'm back with another video. So a couple of weeks ago, I went to my fourth party ever. I know, I'm so popular. 19 years old, almost 20, and went to my fourth party. I know, like, people are just always inviting me to things all the time. Well, in this week's video, I'm going to tell you why I shouldn't go to parties. Like, parties are just not for me. They are not my place of comfort. And we're just gonna elaborate on that in this week's video. But before we get into the video, be sure to subscribe to my channel because I make new videos every Monday. I make anywhere from topic videos like this to rants to how to make money online videos. And with all that being said, let's get into this week's video. So allow me to tell you the 4 parties that I went to and why I went, even though I know I'm not a party person. The first party I ever went to was in the 11th grade. And I didn't even know that this party was happening until like an hour before it started. So basically, when I was in high school, I was in music theater, and apparently after closing night, they have an after party. I did not know about this, but then it was the end of closing night and we were like packing up all our stuff, and then one of my fellow music theater people asked me if I was going to the after party, and I was like, what? There's an after party? What? I'm invited? Oh, someone's inviting me to something? But I was like invited by default because I was in the class, so they kind of had to invite me. So yeah, then I just like hit up my dad and I was like, hey, so there's like a party, can I like go? And he was like, yeah, sure, whatever. So that is how I went to my first party. My second party was the same thing. Grade 12, music theater after party. Then in university, last year I didn't quite make my university's track team, but the final cut didn't happen till January. So, and this party took place in November, like the November before. So 2 months before I got cut from the team. So I went to this party that the track team was having. So basically, once again, they had to invite me because I was on the team. So basically, every party I've gone to, I've been invited by default, because the party that I went to a couple of weeks ago, yeah, once again, it was the track team party. So once again, they had to invite me by default. So from my 4 party experiences, this is what I've learned. There are 3 main party activities: drinking, dancing, socializing. I am not gonna drink because I just don't do that. I am not gonna dance because, trust me, you don't want to see that. You might think that you want to see that, like, oh, Olivia, you can't be that bad. No. If I ever danced, you would go blind in your left eye. That is how bad it would be, and I'm not gonna do that to you. And I will forever be socially awkward. So there's just no winning. So what exactly am I doing at a party if I can't even or won't even take part in party activities? Why do I go when I know in advance that I'm not going to enjoy myself? The reason why I've gone to these parties, even though I know that I'm just gonna fail at all party activities, is because I actually don't even know. I feel like it might slightly, like 2%, be like fear of missing out, even though not really, because I know what's gonna happen, so what am I really gonna miss? And 2, I always feel like something's gonna be different. I'm like, this time I'm gonna be more social. Like, yeah, totally gonna do that right as I show up. Awkward. Or this time I'm gonna dance. Like, I'm gonna practice my dance moves beforehand, and when I get there and they play my song, I'm gonna dance right as I show up. Awkward. Like, I always feel like it's gonna be different. I'm like, no, this time I'm gonna be so much more loose. Like, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take part in all the party activities minus the drinking, because I don't do that. But like, I'm gonna dance and I'm gonna talk and it's gonna be a great time. But it's always the same. I show up and then they have like little finger foods. I eat some chips. I don't trust any of the drinks there, so I drink tap water. And then I just stand in a corner all awkward. Or, no, not even. I don't stand in the corner. Do you want to, if for some reason you and I are ever at the same party at some point in the future, let me tell you where to find me. On the couch. Wherever the nearest couch is, I promise you that is where I'll be sitting. If this party starts at 10 and ends at 3, I assure you that for 4 hours and 45 minutes of those 5 hours, I will be sitting on that couch. That 15 minutes is going to be at the beginning when I'm like trying to convince myself that I'm going to enjoy this party. And then after that, I just give up and sit on the couch. So, if there is ever a party that you and I are both attending in the future and you want to know where to find me, find the nearest couch. I promise you that's where I am. So yeah, I'm just not a party person. That's not my idea of fun. And if that's your idea of fun, that's fine. I have friends who enjoy parties. I have friends who are party people. But yeah, I don't like parties. My idea of fun is like staying in and watching movies or playing board games or playing card games or playing video games or going bowling or laser tagging or doing an escape room or stuff like that. Like, I like things that are not parties. Ooh, one more thing. You want to know how I know I don't belong at parties? Whenever I go to a party, people always ask me if I'm okay. Always. That's how you know you don't belong somewhere, when like people can see it. Like, people can tell that you're out of your element. You don't know how many people at the party 2 weeks ago or however long ago it was, you don't know how many people came up to me and were like, Olivia, are you okay? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm fine. Like, a great party. And then right as they walk away, I'm back to like this. Like, if you're in any sort of situation, like a normal situation, like whether you're at school or you're at a party or you're at the doctor or wherever you are just in your daily life, and multiple people throughout the course of the time that you're at this place ask if you're okay, clearly it's visible, like you are visibly uncomfortable, and I can't not have that, because that happens at every party I go to. People are always checking up on me, not because I'm the drunk person that needs to be checked up on, but because I'm the sober, antisocial person that people want to make sure is having an okay-ish time. So yeah, that's definitely a big thing. Every party I go to, people are always like, oh my gosh, Olivia, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, oh my gosh, yeah, it's like so great. Great time, great party. And then they walk away and I'm back to being my awkward self. And that's not me lying. I can understand why other people enjoyed the party. Like, if I was a party person, I would have enjoyed the parties that I went to. But because I'm not a party person, I didn't. It's just like, if you aren't a sports person, but you can understand why athletes like sports, but you personally don't. That doesn't mean sports are boring. It just means they're not for you. So if you don't like sports, any sporting event you go to, you're going to be bored. Not because it's boring, but just because it's not for you. So for me, any party I go to, I'm going to be bored. Not because it's a bad party, but because it's not for me. Or I don't even think bored is the right word. I think uncomfortable is the right word. Or just out of my element. It's very visible that I do not belong here. But once again, next year, the track team is going to have another party. And the year after that, the track team is going to have another party. And guess who's probably going to go? Me. Once again, because I think, oh, it's gonna be different this time. I'm like totally gonna dance and I'm like totally gonna talk to people. I'm not. I know I'm not, but I just like to pretend that I might be. And then for the first 15 minutes of that party, I'm gonna like try to, and then chicken out of it, and then sit on the couch. So, yeah, that's why I shouldn't go to parties. I don't take part in party activities, and people can tell that I'm uncomfortable because at least 6 or 7 different people came up to me multiple times to ask me whether or not I was okay. So yeah. You just learned something new about me today, or maybe you could already tell that I wasn't really a party person. I don't know if I convey that awkwardness through the camera. I don't really know. But now you have learned another aspect of my awkwardness. I'm glad I got to share this with you. But yeah, so that is all for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you think your friends will enjoy it, be sure to share it with them. All my social media links will be down below in case you want to follow me on there. Be sure to subscribe to my channel because I make new videos every Monday, and I'll see you next Monday with a new video.